Hey everyone, this is Al from Music Store Live. We're very lucky to have John Stowell in the studio with us today. We're going to ask him a few questions about music and jazz and see what he has to say. I'm wondering about some of your chord voicings. You use a lot of really unique voicings, and I'm wondering how much of that comes from just looking at the fretboard and seeing it, and how much of it is a sound in your head that you want to get out and that you find on the fretboard?
It's both. I think you have to find the sounds first, but as you find them, if you know that a particular formula will allow you to use certain notes over chords. So I know for a major chord, certain notes are going to work. Other notes don't work as well. Basically, the only note that doesn't work is the minor third, but even that can work as a passing tone. So once you discover where those notes are and you maybe initially learn a few voicings from someone else, then I think the next step is to do a little homework to put these things in the context of a chord melody so you see how things go together. And then some of it, besides physically locating the notes, is internalizing the sound, which happens at the same time. So after a while, you can look at this. You can look at the neck, see a memorized fingering, see the other notes that exist around that fingering, and know what they sound like before you play them. So then you can start to manipulate things. I think this is something that Jim Hall also does, where if you watch his hands, he'll start with a familiar shape, and that shape will change. A finger will go up or down a half step, an open string will be added. Something happens, but it's done in a very deliberate way because he knows that that particular sound is available to him, and he knows that at that particular moment that's the sound he wants to grab. So I think it's a combination of a certain amount of nuts and bolts, homework to discover some fingerings that work, and then discovering the other notes around that fingering that you can add, and then some of it can happen in sort of a spontaneous way. Maybe not grabbing a completely new fingering, but using a fingering in the formula as a point of departure.